Hey,
Hey, what's up, Sarah? How are you?
what's up? What's been going on?
Not much. I've been dealing with Dolly. I've been trying to show some awareness to a lot of these new people who have found out that he is absolutely a grifter
Yeah.
and that he's taking their money. But there's a theme with a lot of women and Dolly slash PJ where everybody is a psycho stalker, everything. What's weird? I noticed that they didn't go that route with Bullhorn Betty, but everybody else, right?
Right, everybody else. Yeah.
You had to feel some of that wrath yourself, did you?
Yeah. Here recently, PJ has come up on her morning rants and said that, if she gets one more email, and I thought I was doing her a favor because I was like, obviously she knows that me and Dolly have a sexual past. So I sent PJ through her email that Dolly openly gave to the public. I sent my chart so she could see like there's no crotch island, there's nothing to worry about when it comes to me.
Right.
And she blows up and then she's like, if I get one more email, I'm going to have to take stalking and harassment charges. And
You
I'm
just
like,
saw he thinks about you on live. He
yeah,
can't help but say your name when he's live.
yeah. And it's like he went slow for a second. Like he was like,
Yes.
not Sierra Savannah. Damn.
All right. You don't have to get, in detail or anything, but for the people who haven't heard it, your past with Dolly, how did you find the guy? How did you guys meet up? And then what happened?
Okay. So
However you want to tell it.
okay, I found him just by scrolling through YouTube, and I was interested in the Takashi 6ix9ine trial. So he was covering that. And around 2020, he wanted all his followers to add him on Facebook. So, of course, by adding him on Facebook, we can talk to him on Messenger.
Right.
So, around 2021, we started talking. And then 2022 is when it started getting to where around May 4th, exactly. I met him, he came over, we did the thing. And
Okay,
then
wait, hold on.
okay.
So did he hit on you first, or did you try him first? Before from Facebook Messenger to him at the house, or you guys meeting up?
Well, when I connected with him on Facebook, I did a live stream on Facebook for my birthday, like popping
Gotcha.
champagne, and he came up on that live stream. So I was like, oh, like, you know who I am? Like, you, what? And then from there, I'm very bold. I'm very like out there. Like, I just said hey and showed him my tits. Like, I'm not,
Hey, truth that's what we need. Appreciate the truth.
I mean, so that got his attention. That got me to the top of the list. I surpassed Avery. I surpassed Mo. I surpassed Gina Diamond. I don't know where the fuck Missa
No.
was.
Yes, I forgot all about this. The
Yeah,
history goes
I
so
surpassed
yes.
all of them and got his attention, and then he came over May 4th. Yeah.
So you guys did the dirty.
Yeah.
And
5 times in one night.
five times.
In one night.
Oh, 5 times in one night. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And it was just that one time you hooked up?
No.
Oh, this was in Virginia or somewhere else where you're at?
Virginia. Yeah.
Gotcha. And he never has like denied it. But I have seen the sideways, how to explain this, the indirect sideways shots towards you from the PJ, because it's like she knows she doesn't like it, but she can't like when he does that. Oh, Sierra.
She won't bring it up. She won't even address it.
That's why you're here, because your voice does matter. And mods, anybody talking shit about Sierra in the chat, I want timed out or blocked. Hey, it takes balls to come up here and say and admit she doesn't have no shame, people, and that's just what we need. We need truth, right? So I don't want to see any like slick comments about anything like that. None of my guests. But okay, so 5 times one night, you guys link up again.
Mm-hmm.
What happens that time?
Same thing. Well, that time wasn't planned. Like the first time was planned. The second two times weren't planned. He just popped up. Like one time he just popped up and I was walking outside on my porch and he was rolling a blunt. And I was just like, hello. And then he was like, oh hey, what's up?
So when all this happened, you mentioned like I moved past Gina Diamond, I moved past Avery.
Mm-hmm.
After it's been a while since you've been on my panel. I know that you've talked to Gina, probably Avery as well. Did you guys ever discuss like was he talking to all y'all at the same time?
No, well, I didn't know anybody. Like I'm from the Jimmy Jams days, so
Right.
there was a lot of dudes in the chat. So I didn't know there were all these women flocking around him. I didn't know until after the first time. And that's when Rock This Girl let me know the real tea. He has a girlfriend, there's all these mods, and I kind of started putting pieces together.
So let me ask you this because PJ came not too long after you. I don't remember. Well, you were at the top of the list. I've had Gina come on tell her story. Mm-hmm. I've heard Avery's story, and I also remember. Is it Misha, the ex?
Yeah,
I had seen on YouTube. Mm-hmm. I also know Misha's story. Mm-hmm. So I've heard all, and of course, everybody's a psycho woman, right? But mm-hmm. when did PJ come in? When did she get like wifed up?
Okay, she got wifed up after the heart attack.
So this is like 6 months from your last thing, a year?
No, after the heart attack.
The real heart attack.
Dolly
he had a real one, and then he had an ankle injury last week, and then a fake heart injury. So the first one, okay, yes,
yeah, the first real one. He moved her in to help him recover from the heart attack, and she stayed. And that's when it became more. They came more solid, like more equally yoked. Let's say.
So let me ask you this as a woman, right? I know when you hooked up with Dolly, you're single, you don't give a fuck, and you don't have to, right? At the time, I guess he is, right? It's just y'all hooked up. It is what it is. Happens all the time in America, right? Mm-hmm. But if you were to like, would you date a dude like that, right? Would you date a dude like that who you know kind of gets around and like literally, we've seen him pork BHB. He's hit on Gina Diamond, right? There is Misha. There's all these. Then there's people who I have never spoke to. There's this woman. What's her name? Paper Cut Tina. I don't know who that is. I've heard about the lady, but and all these women, right? You know, it'd be hard to say like he was absolutely a straight shooter and being faithful with one woman to the next, right? And my point is like for PJ to wife the dude up, how does she not expect there to be an issue? Because there's a lot of rumors on the YouTube streets about maybe some cheating right now. Have you heard these?
Yeah, well, for the first question, would I date someone knowing that they have been around the block per se, or community dick, right?
Community dick.
Here's my theory on it, or my ideology with that. If you are man enough to spread your oats, then you should be man enough to be honest about spreading your oats. Now, if there was an honest player out here in the world, then yeah, I respect it. I'd be like, okay, cool. So we're going to wrap it up from now on. I would be more, okay, cool. We're going to wrap it up and then we can continue with the party. But if you're going to be dishonest and then try to hit it raw, then I don't like that. I don't like the dishonesty,
Okay, so he was definitely raw dogging it as well.
Oh yeah, yeah. I ain't never seen a condom nowhere near that man.
Okay. So when you definitely felt like sideways digs. This email thing happens. When why do you think she calls you psycho? Where is this coming from?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if maybe because we were former friends and she tried to be friendly with me. She tried to befriend me. And when we were friends, she didn't know how to deal with him. She didn't know his mood. She didn't know he was smoking weed at the time, and she didn't understand like if a stoner don't have they smoke, they're moody,
Right.
and most stoners are night owls. So I was kind of like coaching her, like, chill, just give him a minute. Go get his blunt wraps, go get him some weed, go, like, I was like giving her advice. And now, I mean, now she doesn't need the advice, because she probably took notes on everything I said.
Are you allowed in that chat, or are you in communication with any of them, or are you some block psycho?
Well, they're blocked me in the chat, and I blocked him on everything. So that's
Gotcha.
probably why he's having, Sierra moments, because I blocked him. He can't contact me unless he makes a fake account.
Gotcha. He absolutely is paying attention to this channel. We can, that's definitely clear.
Yes.
And I always have tried to get your truth out, because and I've shouted you out in so many different lives, whether I'm sitting here on my mobile phone, because your truth has to be out. I just appreciate your genuine, real honesty. You're like, fuck it, yeah, I had sex with the dude, I met him, this and that. That takes balls. And it's there's no pushback or anything like that. There's no debunking it. So obviously it happened. And then the jealousy, she's very jealous. And I kind of wanted to open this whole stream.
I kind of want to drop a little bit of tea.
Go for it. By all means.
Smidgen. Just to
give us the whole pot.
Because I'm putting two and two together as I'm sitting here. And, there was always these rumors. Now, granted, when I was friends with Missa, the ex-girlfriend,
I like Missa.
Yeah, she's pretty cool. She had me go into Bullhorn Betty's comment section and write some stuff about you might want to get yourself checked out and blah 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 because you're sleeping with all these women and that made Bullhorn mad. Okay, so fast forward to when he got with PJ, I had posted something on my shorts. It was like someone else's TikTok I reposted, and when I posted it, the lady is like she's like this African lady, and she is talking about pH balance.
Oh.
Yeah. And PJ is like, oh, I really like that short. It was really helpful. Like, I wondered why stuff was off. So I feel like some of the STD rumors, allegedly, hypothetically, maybe, in my humble opinion, is coming from she's reaping the karma of.
It's very interesting because we just had PHB yelling something about herpes in Tennessee the other day, and so there can be a connection here, right? But the jealousy is extremely weird with that lady, and she's obviously wearing the pants. In my opinion, and I'm going to break all this down with receipts here in a little bit. I think she's using the channel as well. Because it goes back. There's videos of her trying to do YouTube. She's not that successful. But yeah, she's trying to wear the pants, and it's just very it's weird that she's jealous of the subs, and for me to really tell this story is to tell yours, because for any OGs that know Sierra, have heard this story before, know any of the women that we've said, there's animosity. It's a running joke on YouTube, where an inside joke, and we keep it going, but there is real animosity. There's real bitterness and to a lot of these women. I can only get Sierra to come on, but it's also to a point.
white boy, I'm willing to scrap with PJ. Like, if she just wants
Oh,
to have a good old fashioned, in the yard scrap, let's get it done. Let's get it over with.
an
You
event,
know,
an event.
yeah, yeah. Maybe we need to host like a white boy radio fight or something.
I'm I'm down. This is a good. We could do this for donations for a missing children foundation. I would
Yeah,
be willing to also, if you saw the parody where I did a Hobbit crawl,
yeah,
where I did a Hobbit crawl where I'm walking on my knees. Now
yeah.
I would be willing for this is all in good faith donations. I would be willing to scrap Dolly, and I can't get out of Hobbit crawl mode. And matter of fact, the winner takes channel, loser deletes, and
Right.
we can raise money for missing children foundation here, people. This is great. We're going
Yup.
somewhere. We got a main event, men's and women's.
Yeah.
We could do it.
Bigger than Jake Paul fight.
All right. Any other tea or anything you want to tell?
I'll say this. My last encounter with Dolly Vision sexually was July of 2025.
Okay. Wait, you're
So,
saying that for a reason.
yeah.
You're saying that for a reason. You lost me. I think that you're going somewhere like date wise. It's close to. I don't know when they hooked up or anything like that. Is that where we're going
Yeah.
with that?
Yeah. July 2025 is the last I hooked up with
Gotcha.
Dolly Vision. Yeah. Uh-huh.
And you wait a minute. That's saying a lot because you went to the first of the list. Gina has came on. You had Betty. You had Avery. I don't know anything about Paper Cut Tina. And there's a lot of other people who, there is as well. But that's some interesting information. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah. And he better stay in the gym because he needs to work on his stamina.
Hey, I want you to drop your link below. All right. Y'all sum up
Okay.
for Sarah, man. She's a real one. She always is blunt, cool. She's funny, good people. I really appreciate you sharing this.
No
It
problem.
helps.
All
Y'all,
right.
mods, grab her link and share it for her as well when she drops it. Thank you, Sarah, for coming up.
Okay. Bye.
Bye-bye. All right, guys. I want to rewind to something she said. She said she was watching the R. Kelly trial, and